Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how to change the fuse in a Bentley. There's some conflicting information online, so just kind of a clarifying video for Bentleys from 2012 and newer. This will work for Continental GTC, as well as the Flying Spur, I believe, has similar placement, at least in the front. So to check the fuses, you're first going to go to page 343 in the owner's manual, and then you're going to see the front fuse layout, and then on the next page, you should see the rear fuse board layout. So there's two different fuse boxes, and then you can check the corresponding fuse for what they correspond to. So if you have an issue with a certain light, you can find that certain light fuse and then check it based on the map over here. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just find the fuse location. It's oriented like this in the front. So if you're looking for fuse 7, you would just go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and locate that particular fuse that would correspond with the vacuum pump, and then you just check it like that. So depending on which fuse you're looking at, might be in the front or the back of the car. This particular layout is in the luggage compartment. So you'll just open up the trunk, and then you'll see off to the left-hand side, there's this little hidden compartment here. Just twist counterclockwise and remove this panel, and then this will access the rear fuse board. There's also a little tool in here. It's basically like a pair of tweezers, so you can pull that out, and it's a little forceps you can use to extract and then replace the fuses, but you can just use tweezers or sometimes even your hand. So then you would just look for the corresponding fuse over here, match it up over there, and then find out which fuse you need. In addition to the fuse number here, each fuse has a number on it, and that corresponds to the number of amps that its capacity is. So you can just kind of look. When you replace a fuse, make sure you replace it with something of the same amperage. So if you're replacing a 5, replace it with a 5, 15, 15, 20, 20, so on and so forth. Just make sure you match the colors if you replace them. Fuse box, it's a little bit different than previous models. I know there's some videos that show there's being a handle under here near the pedals, but later models added an airbag here, so there's no longer a handle. What you actually have to do is just reach into this cavity here and then carefully pry it down. It's going to seem kind of scary and seem like it's not going to want to go, but just apply a little bit of constant pressure. Obviously be careful, and then the entire panel should come off like that. So just a little bit of gentle pressure. The panel comes off, and then you have access to the fuse box inside. Again, look at the corresponding diagram, which is oriented like that, and you can kind of see, match up the fuse number with the one over there and pull it out to see what you need. Just to kind of show you what the fuse is, should be able to take this one out by hand. It's like this, and you can tell the fuse is good because there's that loop. It's not even focusing. There's a loop. It's kind of hard to see, but it's completed. So if that part in the middle was interrupted or broken, or if the whole thing looked burnt, you would know the fuse needs to be replaced, and you could just plug it in with a replacement.